Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. In today's video, I'm down here in my game room because I am finally tackling the long-awaited game room makeover. I think I talked about doing this probably about a month ago, and I've been gathering supplies for it, so I'm finally going to be able to get started on it. But before I get into that, I did want to let you know that this is a collaboration video. Every month, my friend Jessica Myros and I host this Homemaking to the Rescue collab. Jessica is taking the summer off, and so for this month, I am the only host for this collaboration, but there will be a playlist linked in my description box below for even more homemaking motivation for you. I have been on a quest to make this room more cozy. It's kind of a larger space and it has tile floors. I honestly think it was designed more so for maybe housing game tables. It is right off of our back patio where we also have a pool in the backyard. And we did used to have a ping pong table in here. However, it did break, and so we ended up getting rid of it. But I have slowly but surely been transforming this space over the years. We've lived here 14 years now, and I just come up with ideas of ways to transform this space to make it more cozy. But I'm also grabbing my paintbrush because I believe the best way to make a difference in a space is to just paint. So you'll see as this project progresses exactly what I'm doing in here. I hope that it's not a huge mistake because sometimes I get these really crazy ideas and I worry that it's going to be a mistake, but we shall see. We shall see. I will take you along for the journey, but I hope that you enjoy this video. Whenever I'm painting wood, I like to use this Cabinet Transformations product by Rust-Oleum, and the first step is what I'm doing here, and you just have to use this deglosser or liquid sander to prep the surface in order to paint it. The best is yet to come. And here I'm just showing you step 2, which is the bond coat or the actual color paint. So that is the next step that I'm going to be doing. And this is in fact on the same day. It's just I needed to put shorts on because I was getting really hot while doing this project. So that's why I'm wearing shorts in this scene. Also, there is something random that I wanted to mention, but if it were up to me design-wise, I would definitely not choose the furniture that is in this room. So this sofa, which is a reclining sofa, was a compromise between my husband and myself. He wanted a recliner, I did not, and this one looked a little bit less like a recliner, but like I said, I would definitely choose different furniture, but I just thought I would mention that because it's definitely not my design choice.
Still the best is yet to come. I wonder, as thoughts wander, was it long ago? Am I talking myself into corners of our journey's seed, though slowly sown, brought the gift of joy now. No. Something, a place to right our wrongs, and one day listen back and hear you sing along. Who knew you'd be the one
The final step in this process is putting this protective top coat on, and the reason it says number 4 or step number 4 is because there is another step that you can do. It has like this glaze product that you can put over your wood finish if you would like to do that, but I've never used that.
I want to stay with you ever long, you know. Confession and every lesson learned along the road.
Okay friends, I have not been able to work on this project very much today just because I've had other things on my to-do list for today. I'm going to be using this product to clean the stone. It's called TSP. It's definitely a really heavy-duty cleaner. Whenever you use this, you'll want to use gloves, maybe even wear a mask because it's a very heavy-duty cleaner. You don't want to get it on your skin. You shouldn't be inhaling it. But I did want to talk a little bit about this stone and why I decided to paint it. I did this faux stone look probably 8 or 9 years ago. I found something on Pinterest and I followed the instructions on Pinterest. I didn't love the way it turned out, but it definitely looked better than the original stone that was down here. I will for sure insert before pictures of what this space looked like before I painted this stone, but I thought because they were stones and not bricks that I shouldn't paint it one solid color, and that's why I went for this faux stone look. I mean, it didn't turn out terrible. Like I said, it definitely looked better than before. It's just, I don't know, I didn't love it as much as I wanted to. I felt like it still looked a little bit fake, if you will, even though it was called faux stone. But a couple weeks ago, I helped a friend paint her stones. She painted hers white because they're going to be moving, and so her realtor just gave her some tips on different things they could do to make the house look nicer, to be more marketable to sell. And one of the tips she gave them was to paint their stone at their fireplace. And so I helped my friend do that, and it looked so amazing. And I know she painted hers white, but I have decided that I wanted to paint mine black. I just wanted this whole side of the room to be one cohesive wall, and I also just wanted to warm up this space. I feel like this room just feels very cold, and going with a bold dark look on this stone I think will really warm up this space. But I am going to clean the stone first with this TSP, and then I will get to painting it. Okay, it's a new day, and I decided to do just one little portion of the stone here, and I'm starting to get scared, y'all, because it'll be hard to go back to what it was before. I hope y'all are not watching this and thinking, she's making a huge mistake. Sometimes when I take these risks, I end up absolutely loving it. And sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure what I've done. I'm trying to picture what the whole fireplace would look like black. I'm not sure, but I feel like I've already committed too far because of the trim at the top. It honestly doesn't look quite as bad as I initially thought it was going to look with the lighter stone. Ugh, y'all, am I making a huge mistake?
And the time it takes is eternal away, but it's time we thought about it, and you feel the pull inside. In the fall, there's a cool wind coming down, and we were waiting for the moment to arrive, waiting for the moment to arrive. We were waiting for the moment to arrive, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. I was waiting for the moment to arise, waiting for the moment to arrive. I was waiting for you, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hello friends and good morning. This is another day and I just wanted to do a check-in because I have been doing more work since filming. I didn't want to film everything. I did want to share this. I am such a detail-oriented person. I got this little tiny brush out to do the edges because it was really hard to get the brush in the very corners and on the edges, especially with how porous, I guess, this surface is. I've done 2 full coats. It did take me quite a while to do 2 full coats, but I'm still seeing some show through. I'm still seeing a few spots, and I think it's more noticeable just because of the dark color. But I am almost finished with this project, so that's the good news. But I will go back and just take the paintbrush over some of the spots that are still kind of showing through, and then hopefully I will be done with the fireplace portion of this project. One other check-in thing I wanted to do is show you, this did not turn out exactly like I wanted it to. I ran out of the top coat from the paint kit that I use, and so I went to Home Depot and I got this, and I don't love how it goes on. It doesn't go on nearly as smoothly and easily as the paint kit top coat does. So I'm trying to decide if well, I'm definitely gonna paint over it again. And then I have a matte top coat that I like. And I might end up just using that just so I don't have to spend any more money on this project. Okay friends, it is another day. This project is taking me forever because real life. But my idea for this space is to paint just this section that's in this alcove to make it kind of look like a unified piece. I did this upstairs in my kitchen nook with painting the wall black where we have some cabinets above and it looks really nice. So I'm hoping that this is not going to be too much black down here with the black stones. But part of the reason why this is where the project started, let me take this down. I've been wanting to let go of this piece. I do still really love it. Like I love the don't worry, pray. I love the simplicity of it, but I'm just kind of over the word art and I'm removing some from my home. And this one, I feel like even though it's simplistic, it leans a little bit more modern farmhouse, which is really not my style. And I've had this for a very long time and my style used to be a little bit more modern farmhouse. But let me remove this and show you something. So I'm not sure that the camera is going to pick this up. I can see it through the lens, but this portion of the wall where that art was has kind of yellowed compared to every other part. And so I was going to declutter that art and I took that down and noticed that. And I'm pretty sure that piece of art has been there for several years. And so that is just what happened with the art being there. And that's kind of why I decided that I should paint this space. I, could paint over it white, but the original paint that we used, we did this like 13 years ago. And so I don't think it would match. So I am going to go ahead and try this. I hope that I don't regret it. And I did want to show you, I did end up having to purchase another cabinet transformations kit because I ran out of the protective top coat. I did try a couple of different top coats, but since I did have to purchase another kit, I thought I would just show you the exterior of the box so you could see the product that I purchased.
Standing in my own belief, swinging from the willow tree, sun is shining, spotlight over me. Bet you I'm the only one to see what's really going on beneath. Feels like starting over.
I didn't want to show too much painting footage because I know that that can get boring, but I did want to show you the difference between the first coat and the second coat. It looks so much better after the second coat, but I love this paint because it just really adheres to the wood, and you can even see the wood grain in the end because of how the paint settles. That's why I'm such a huge fan of this paint. You can see the back portion I haven't painted yet, but this side I have. Also, I painted these cabinets quite a while ago. I want to say at least 10 years ago, maybe more, but with this same product. And I'm hoping that you can pick this up, but like it's such a smooth finish, almost like it was sprayed, but I just used a paintbrush, exactly like I'm doing for the project I'm working on today. You can even see the wood grain showing through. Again, this is why I just love this product.
True.
Okay, this had to be documented. This old can, I don't know if you can see in there because of the paint color, but I used almost the exact rest of this can for this project. It probably would have had me a little bit nervous as I was doing it, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out, I'm gonna have to go get more. But of course, like I said, I got more anyway because of the protective top coat. But they used to have like half the size for the top coat for whatever reason. Like this is a quart, and then I don't know, maybe a pint. I don't remember what the smaller size is. I'm not really sure why they designed it that way. I think people probably complained though. This actually goes such a long way. This paint is it has excellent coverage. But in the new kits now, the protective top coat is the same size as the bond coat, the first coat. Here I'm just showing you the paint that I used to paint our countertops down here. I purchased this paint from Amazon, and yes, this is yet another day. Okay friends, I am going back to the drawing board with this countertop. I've lived with it for a few days and I just feel like it looks too modern for this space. I thought that the flecks of gold from the glitter top coat were gonna show through more, but it's very, very subtle and you can't see it. And from a distance, it basically just looks black, which there is supposed to be a step in between where you kind of make it look more like granite, but I decided not to do that. I was not really loving the idea of like the faux granite look. So I decided I like the countertop just black. So you can see I've started sanding it here. I'm gonna sand the rest of it, and I basically just wanted to sand it down a little bit, in part because I used a brush and you can definitely see the brush strokes. I'm gonna try to use a roller. I've really never had luck with rollers, so we'll see, but the brush strokes didn't bother me all that much. It was primarily just the fact that it looked so modern. So I am going to be using a matte top coat. So I'm going to do the black coat again and then do the matte top coat. And I feel like that'll just warm this space up and make it look a little bit less modern. So here in this clip, I am just opening the mirror that I purchased on Amazon to put on our mantle. I did share this mirror in a previous video that I recently posted on my channel, so you might have seen this mirror, but I was just really excited to go ahead and open it and see what it looked like up on my mantle. So I went ahead and did this on this day.
A song in the silence, my dreams come into view. A light in the dark, the brightest star. My beginning.
Okay friends, this is taking so long to do this game room makeover. I think I've been working at it for a couple of weeks, just working here and there as I have time because, you know, real life is still happening and I still have to do everyday things. That is why you'll see so many outfit changes. But I think today might be the final day. I think I will have enough time today to put the finishing touches on this space, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Next up, I am going to be working on the bookshelves. I want to see if there are things that I can remove. These bookshelves have seen quite the transformation over the 14 years that we've lived in this home, and I have just been working to simplify it, make it more aesthetically pleasing, and just like the rest of my home, I'm definitely on this kick of simplifying and making things so that there is less visual clutter, if you will. So I'm gonna work on that, and then I have a few other things that I will take you along as I go, and I will show you the mirror that I purchased. I actually put it up on the mantle without filming it because I just wanted to see how it looked. I was actually planning to do all of the decor and finishing touches today, but it was quite heavy, quite difficult to get up there. So once it was up there, I just decided to leave it and to not take it down specifically to film it. But I will show you what that looks like up on the mantle, and we will be styling the mantle as well.
Imagine this is more than ordinary though. Didn't realize this could happen. Oh, the grace would be enough. This is more than imagine. This is more than ordinary though. Didn't realize this could happen. Oh, the grace would be enough. I see it now with you. You'll never be the same as
Y'all, oh my goodness. I wanted to cut some of this footage out, but I decided to leave it in to show you. I was such on the struggle bus when I was trying to place things on the shelves and try to figure out how to simplify it, but make it not look too sparse, because at one point I felt like it just looked too sparse. And so I'll show you what it looked like in the end, but I felt like this was taking me forever, longer than I expected it for sure.
Wherever you're going, wherever you've been, follow you around every bend, follow you into the dark.
Next up, it was on to hanging some new drapes. I did decide to purchase new drapes for this game room makeover because these drapes that I had in here, I've had them for several years, and some of them had stains on them. In addition to that, they actually shrunk when I washed them, so they were a little bit short. But I did want to talk a little bit about the struggles I had with these drapes. So I did find these kind of faux linen drapes on Amazon, and the first pair that I purchased were just pure white, and I liked the white drapes that I had in here previously, but the ones that I purchased from Amazon were a different kind of white. They were like a stark bright white, and it just did not look good. So then I ordered these cream drapes, which I'm hanging right now, and having them hanging for a couple of days, I just kept staring at them and wondering if I made the right choice, because on the Amazon site, there were a lot of different options for neutral colored drapes, just like various neutral colors, beige, oatmeal, linen. There were all of these neutral colors. And I was really struggling to make a decision, and I wasn't sure that the cream ones were the ones I loved. So then I decided to order the color on the Amazon site. Was called beige. And when they came in, I realized that I did like the cream ones better. But anyway, I just wanted to share this. I didn't film it all, but I wanted to share that was something else that happened during this process.
Wherever you're going, wherever you've been, I'll follow you until the end. Follow you.
Okay, I'm not sure why I did not think about this, because it was yellow behind the artwork that I had over on my counter, and that's the whole reason I painted it black. Well, actually, that's not the whole reason. I also wanted that to look more like cohesive, built-in. I don't know why I didn't think about how it would be yellow behind these pictures that have been there for 10 years. Why did I not think of this? So I just looked up cleaning. Well, I typed in wainscoting. This is actually like wood paneling, wood that is white that has yellowed. And I found this little recipe, I guess, to clean it. So I'm gonna give that a try. Okay friends, this project is definitely taking me way longer than I expected, and I usually expect to run into snafus here and there with makeover projects, but I was just getting so frustrated. The other night when I was trying to hang these pictures up on my wall, it was first of all getting late in the evening. I think that day I ended up working on the project until almost 10 p.m. My grandfather is a carpenter, and he always said, measure twice, cut once. So whenever I'm hanging pictures, I'm always measuring multiple times, and I was trying to be extra cautious since I was nailing into wood, because it's really hard to repair that once you've nailed a hole. Like in drywall, it's no issue to repair it, sand it, and paint over it, but with wainscoting, it's harder. So I did figure out what was happening. I was like, why is this not level at all? And I learned one of the frames, these hooks are actually at two different heights. I figured it out because the other picture, which is very similar to this one, I think the cloth prints are slightly different. I decided to hang up the other one because I started feeling like I was going crazy. Hung up the other one and it was totally level. So I was accurate on that. So I just had to adjust for the differential and the two hooks and basically put the nail down. It was, I think, about a ½ inch down on one side versus the other. So I finally got that done, and I didn't film that whole process because, like I mentioned, I was getting very frustrated. But I'm gonna go ahead and hang this picture back up. So a couple other little snafus I ran into. One, I was really struggling to know how to configure our furniture. I don't know how much I recorded of me kind of messing around with the furniture. Obviously the sofa needed to be where it was. And I knew that this area rug was probably a bit small for this space, but first of all, I did purchase the largest size available. But second of all, my husband is the main one who uses this space to watch sports, and he likes the sofa to be really close to the TV. And honestly, I was a little bit concerned because he's not gonna be able to move the sofa up as close to the TV as he usually does. But these chairs were super awkward because the way I used to have them configured at the far end was just not working. There was not enough space because of the width of the rug. But as I started thinking about it, even though I don't love the way I have them configured now, it is the practical way to have them, because if we watch a movie down here or a TV show down here as a family, this is how we move the furniture around so that everybody is facing the TV or has a good view of the TV, obviously. So I've lived with it for a few days now and I'm starting to warm up to it. I think it's just probably the best way to have this room set up, especially with the rug in here. The other thing is I did order some new pillow covers for this game room makeover, but they ended up being on back order. And so they are not arriving in time, but it's such a minor thing that I decided to just go ahead and go forward. Honestly, my husband does not like throw pillows on the sofa. He, for the most part, just moves them down to the other end of the sofa whenever he's sitting on here. So I just grabbed a few pillows from other parts of my house and just to rearrange things just for the time being. I'm sure on a future video you'll see the pillows that the pillow covers that I did order for this space. But like I said, such a minor thing in the grand scheme of all the things that went wrong here. Okay friends, that is all I have for you in today's video. I know this video was a little bit longer than my videos ordinarily are, so I really appreciate you sticking with me until the end. And I did mention that this was a collaboration. However, at this point, I'm not sure if anyone will be joining me this month, but I will certainly link the playlist if they are. And I don't think I mentioned, but I will try to link everything that I can from this game room makeover or the things that I have in this room in case you're interested in those items. But thanks so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.